Dear students, we were talking about basic structure of computer. This is the basic structure we have learned in our previous class. Now we will learn its functions in detail. First, input unit. Input unit consists of input devices that are attached to the computer. These devices take input and convert it into binary language that the computer understands. Some of the common input devices are keyboard, mouse, joystick, scanner. Then CPU, after taking input, the information data goes to CPU, and CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Once the information is entered into the computer by the input device, the processor processes it. The CPU is called the brain of the computer because it is the control center of the computer. As the CPU is located on a small chip, it is also called the microprocessor. It first fetches instruction from memory and then interprets them so as to know what is to be done. If required, data is fetched from memory or input device. Thereafter, CPU executes or performs the required computation and then either stores the output or displays on the output device. मतलब input, after taking input, the data goes to CPU. The CPU process the data and process the data means सबसे पहले वो क्या करता है, वो पहले इंस्ट्रक्शन को लेता है, अपनी मेमोरी में सेव करता है और फिर उसके अंदर उसमें जो भी हमें अगर प्रोसेसिंग चाहिए रहती है वो प्रोसेसिंग या कंप्यूटेशन परफॉर्म होता है और फिर वो हमें सीपीयू आउटपुट डिवाइस में सेंड कर देता है वो इंफॉर्मेशन जो कि हम स्क्रीन के थ्रू देख सकते हैं या फिर कोई भी आउटपुट डिवाइस के थ्रू हम देख सकते हैं. द सीपीयू के थ्री मेन कंपोनेंट्स हैं विच आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर डिफरेंट फंक्शंस: arithmetic logical unit, control unit, and memory registers. ALU is ALU is responsible for taking arithmetic and logical calculations. Control unit controls all the functions of the computer. Memory registers stores the data. And now what is memory? Memory is where data is stored. The computer memory is of two types: primary memory and secondary memory. First, primary memory. Internal memory is also called the primary memory or main memory. Means जो hard disk होती है that is called as primary memory क्योंकि वहाँ पे permanently डेटा स्टोर होता है. वो एक इंटरनल पार्ट होता है कंप्यूटर का, एक डिवाइस होती है हार्ड डिस्क जिसके अंदर हम डेटा स्टोर करते हैं. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड प्राइमरी मेमोरी और उसको मेन मेमोरी भी बोलते हैं. तो कंट्रोल यूनिट मेक्स द स्पेस अवेलेबल फॉर. कंट्रोल यूनिट क्या करता है, मेमोरी के लिए डेटा के लिए स्पेस क्रिएट करता है जहाँ पे डेटा और इंस्ट्रक्शन सेव होंगे और जहाँ पे जो मेमोरी एक ऐसी लोकेशन होती है मेमोरी की. अब जो ये प्राइमरी मेमोरी होती है इट इज ऑफ टू टाइप्स: रैम एंड रोम. रैंडम एक्सेस मेमोरी एंड रीड ओनली मेमोरी. Random access memory is a temporary memory, means whatever we do in computer or typing or anything work, we can change it. So it is rewritable. It is called random access memory. But ROM is read only memory. That is the system files or the BIOS system, basic input output system of the computer, is called as the read only memory because it is read only. We can't change the system files, we can change the programs of system files. But random access memory user operates, means what user work is get saved in random access memory. It is a temporary memory and the time of access of data is independent of its location in the memory. Therefore this memory is called as random access memory. Primary memory is volatile in nature. That means when the power is switched off, the data stored in the memory is permanently erased. Means RAM is volatile, means if you will not save the data and if power is switched off, then data will erased when power is switched off. That is why secondary memory is needed. Suppose if we want to store data externally, then there is another memory that is called secondary memory. It is also called external memory where we can store data and information permanently for later use, like external hard disk, pen drive, or disk, pen drive, or any other secondary storage device. Now output unit. Output unit consists of output devices that are attached with the computer. It converts the binary data coming from CPU to human understandable form. The common output devices are monitor, printer, plotter, etc. Now students, one question for you is what is binary language and why it is used by computers? Please think, and I will give answer in our next class. Okay, thank you.